This heartwarming tale begins when a kind soul noticed a delicate, abandoned, and pregnant cat, known to all as Daisy. She ended up at the animal hospital because her previous owners, unable to handle the unexpected addition to their family, brought the poor thing in with a request to euthanize her. As they left Daisy in the safe hands of the doctors and departed the clinic without hesitation, they didn't even consider her cherished dreams and heartfelt hopes. Hours later, as Daisy pondered what was to come, the world around her changed dramatically. And soon, 3 adorable kittens were born, an energetic pair of girls and a cheerful boy. Their bright little voices announced a miracle, and the animal hospital filled with the sparkling sounds of new life. As soon as the volunteers working at the clinic learned about Daisy's difficult situation and her newborns, their hearts ached, realizing they had only a few days to save them, otherwise, this tiny family might never know the joy of existence. The situation was critical. The volunteers knew that nothing could compare to the importance of protecting such vulnerable creatures, who looked at the world with such hope. Immediately, the team of volunteers searched for every possible way to find Daisy and her 3 babies a temporary shelter where they could grow and receive care until they could be placed in permanent homes. Finding such a place, unfortunately, was not easy. They called everywhere, from local animal shelters to people willing to help. But everywhere they encountered obstacles and unforeseen complications. Hope would flare up, but then be met with insurmountable challenges. Finally, after days of intense searching, they struck gold. The volunteers found a small but incredibly warm corner that offered a safe haven for the cat and her kittens. There, 2 compassionate people, Anna and Daniel, had set up a space to ensure Daisy felt safe and supported. Firmly deciding that Daisy deserved life and happiness, the volunteers carefully prepared a warm refuge for her and her 3 newborns. As soon as Daisy and her offspring arrived in the new environment, everyone noticed that the cat immediately stopped worrying. Daisy, being a clever and delicate pet, understood perfectly well that she was being fostered temporarily and tried to behave in a way that wouldn't cause any trouble for her hosts. She quickly settled into the unfamiliar walls and confidently began to establish her own order in this new world. With maternal love, Daisy protected and cherished her kittens. As soon as one of them started meowing, she would lull the babies with a soothing purr, as if reminding them that there were always bright sides to life. The volunteers, observing such a tender display of care, became even more deeply moved by Daisy and her kittens. One day, they noticed how soft rays of sunlight streamed through the window, illuminating Daisy sitting with her children. In this quiet scene, they felt the magic of hope and happiness. But events unexpectedly took a new turn. The foster parents announced that they had to leave town for work reasons and wouldn't be able to take the 4-legged guests with them. Poor little things, what will happen next? Anna thought anxiously, looking at these adorable fluffballs who continued to play carefree and were unaware of the impending departure. Despite all the sad moments, it became clear that someone would have to take responsibility and protect Daisy and her family. That's when a brave female volunteer named Sophia stepped up. She volunteered to take Daisy and her kittens into her home to provide them with care and give them hope for a renewed life. Thus, the entire feline family was moved to Sophia's spacious and cozy apartment, where love and kindness reigned. At first, the little kittens were a little unsure of their new surroundings, but thanks to Daisy, who gently guided and comforted them, they soon settled in. The caring mother endlessly hugged and protected them, helping them get used to the unfamiliar space. Step by step, the playful little ones began to explore the surroundings, climbing on furniture and frolicking, their ears twitching at every sound. The joy in Daisy's eyes was obvious, as she watched her children grow and discover all the wonders of the world. With each passing day, the kittens became bolder and more active. When the time came for them to learn to eat on their own and use the litter box, Sophia realized it was time to start looking for new families for them. The first to find a home was one of the girls, the one with a grumpy, displeased expression on her face, but an impish and energetic character. Her new people were delighted by her charm and energy, taking her in with genuine warmth. Then it was the curious boy's turn. Potential owners learned about him from their friends and, without hesitation, decided to give him a home. There was still one daughter left, whom the volunteers called Button. She too had to find her loving owners. Meanwhile, it became necessary to find a home for Daisy herself, as Sophia couldn't keep the cat for long. The volunteers decided to spay Daisy and begin an active search for a family willing to warm this affectionate mother. However, time passed, and suitable people didn't appear. A whole 8 months went by, but there were few candidates who could offer Daisy a permanent home. Everyone who showed interest in her either feared certain nuances or was unwilling to deal with possible difficulties, either because of small children or the lack of suitable conditions. Sophia's heart ached when she saw how patiently Daisy accepted all these obstacles, remaining friendly and docile. But one day, fortune smiled on Daisy. A couple who happened to hear about the fate of this noble cat from the volunteers wanted to learn more about her. The more they listened to stories about her ability to care for and become attached to people, the more convinced they became that Daisy was their future pet. Thus, combining their love and understanding with a desire to help, they decided to welcome Daisy into their family. Sensing their kindness and attention, the cat had no doubt, it was in these arms that her new home lay. The children in the new family welcomed Daisy with enthusiasm, gently hugging her with their tiny hands. Tears of joy welled up in Sophia's eyes as she saw Daisy off to the life she had been waiting for so long. But the story didn't end there. After all, Button was still in the caring hands of the volunteers and was waiting to meet her destiny. During the time that the little one had been with them, everyone had strengthened their emotional bond. By interacting with and caring for the curious Button, the volunteers became increasingly attached to her. In the end, Sophia's heart told her that Button should stay in her family. Button, as if sensing the special nature of the moment, quietly snuggled up to her savior. The warm maternal care that Sophia gave to the kitten was mutual and only strengthened their bond. Thus, Mama Cat Daisy, along with her 3 little ones, found those who surrounded them with genuine love and attention. This inspiring story, full of light and compassion, confirms that by joining forces and showing kindness, we can give a chance at life to even the most vulnerable creatures. It reminds us of the immense importance of mercy and the need to share hope with those who need it most. Dear viewers, share your thoughts on this incredible story in the comments. If you felt the depth of what happened and want to see more stories about rescuing animals, give us a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel. See you soon and thank you for your attention.